My name is Zizu, and today I want to talk to you about I want to run a comparison between Facebook advertising and LinkedIn advertising. Now, I did a survey a long time ago in a group of Facebook experts. Well, they think they're experts, but mainly just people do Facebook ads. All right. Now, the question is which one is better when it comes to B2B? And then I got a first comment saying, obviously it's LinkedIn because it's a B2B platform, duh. But then I got 200 more comments. The reason you have 200 more is because this type of question is a polarizing question, which gets polarizing answers saying Facebook is better and LinkedIn is better. Now, which one is better? The real question is not which one is better, because that's a stupid question. The question should be, how is it different, and what's the real question we should be looking at? So today I want to talk to you about first the environment of the two different platforms. That's number one, the environment of the different two platforms. Second, the functionality of the two. Yeah, Facebook and LinkedIn functionality. And third, what's the unique distinguishment about these two? Environment, Facebook is longer. That's it. Facebook is like an ocean, right? It's just have everything. The amount of data, the amount of information is so vast. You can do B2B, you can do B2C, you can do them all. If you know how to target right, you can do that. It can be used for business. I think that's how I see it as the trend of going forward. It's more business focused. It can also be more casual because that's how it when it started. It's all about community and connection, with your friend. So it has a bit of everything. It's literally like air. It's there. So no, the market won't ever ignore something that big. That's just the way it is. LinkedIn, on the other hand, is more. I still agree, is more B2B focused. Okay, the reason I would say it's 90% on 80% B2B is because the other 20%, I wouldn't look at any platform as solely B2B or B2C. The reason is because there are people on the platform and there are people. What I mean by that, the people can be categorized as people who are looking for jobs. I think most of the active users, they're actually the job seekers. So if you can categorize them into a consumer standpoint, people who are looking for a job, if you're providing a service to helping people better preparing their speaking skill or better prepare people to find a job, now that's a B2C service. So I wouldn't say 100% B2B, but mainly it's B2B. So you have to understand this is B2B focused mainly. Facebook is B2B, B2C, more or less, depends on how you do it. Alright, that's the main environment. Number two, the functionality. Facebook hands down has the most advanced function, and hence it's complicated to use. And there are a lot of courses, there are a lot of strategies when it comes to different, because the functionality of the Facebook platform, the advertising platform itself, it makes it complicated, but also it makes more complete and more advanced. That's that. LinkedIn, on the other hand, it doesn't have as much as option, which makes it simpler to use when it comes to B2B. So it depends on how you look at it. Complicated, simple, more advanced, more easy to use, less function. So that is that. The main difference between LinkedIn function is the placement. You cannot change the placement. Now on LinkedIn advertisement, you have 3 different types of advertising option. Now the first one is the feed, sponsored feed. It's like Facebook. You scroll down and you see a video, maybe like the one you're watching right now. Okay, you engage with it, you do that, you see a sponsored title at the bottom. That's that. The second one is called the text ad. The text ad is on the top saying something like SaaS platform, we're hiring, the first blah blah blah, just some words on top, and then you can also have the words on your right side with a little image, tiny. Yeah, it's simple. The last one is called email. Email is that it directly deliver a message into your email, into your box. Okay, inbox. It's a promoter saying something and a call to action button. It's most advanced in terms of functionality within the LinkedIn advertising platform. It has 3 of them. You cannot choose placement. On Facebook, you can choose to show where to show, okay? In the feed, in the story, in the message, in Instagram, in WhatsApp, a lot of placement. LinkedIn, you can't. So now you know the difference between placement. when it comes to uniqueness, that's number three of. So what makes LinkedIn still very powerful, I believe, is the user behavior and their targeting option. Now they have a pretty complete targeting option when it comes to job, age, gender, work experience, work title, company size, school, your degree. What makes that different? The difference is that people on LinkedIn are more serious or behave more serious when compared to Facebook, which make LinkedIn, the information on there regarding job title, more concrete and more precise. What I mean by that, if I work as an HR in this company on LinkedIn, I would not put myself as a CEO of the company. That's just not gonna happen because it's more professional, and you don't want to put false information to ruin a potential job opportunity or potential business opportunity, which means the information is real. Now, the targeting, you have to target real information. You cannot target. There are a lot of things on Facebook. It's not as concrete as on LinkedIn, which makes LinkedIn advanced or more superior to find decision maker or to find a certain position or a certain company position. That is the power of LinkedIn. Now, if you're a company, let's say a video production company, you want to find the people who has the shot to call, hey, we want to make a promotion video. You need to try LinkedIn 100% because first, it's hard to find people who call the shots. Not let alone to scale the number of people that all have the similar traits on Facebook. It's really hard to do that. But on LinkedIn, because of the job experience and because of the title, because of the company size, it makes finding the hard people easier. Let me repeat. It makes finding the decision maker easier and more scalable on LinkedIn. That's the major advantage. The only thing, as a closing the video, the only thing I think can be better is the retargeting option. Alright. Now currently you cannot retarget the people who have engaged with your ads. That is, if you know why is that, please comment below, and make sure if this is the first time you see that, please make sure you subscribe and like and share the video. People say it just because it's the algorithm thing, but yeah, but you gotta say it, you cannot retarget people who engage it. The reason why that sucks is because now you run an ad at the first phase, the top of the funnel, to get awareness. All right. Now, when people engage with you, these prospects become leads. These audiences become warm audience. But you cannot retarget them, which is I don't understand why. Because once you can retarget the warm audience, you can easily turn into a hot audience, or they can consume your content, they become loyal follower, buy your product. But right now you cannot do that. So the only way you can do it is to have a landing page which makes people go there, and you have a pixel installed there. Then you retarget website visitor. That's how you can do it now. But for now, I think it will be a major improvement if you can run retarget based upon engagement. So LinkedIn, if you're hearing that, make sure that's the future option, because LinkedIn with Facebook, LinkedIn is constantly trying to catch up and trying to be competing with the Facebook advertising platform. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for today, and I hope you like the. Oh, you know what? Actually, I forgot one most important thing on LinkedIn that Facebook doesn't have right now. LinkedIn, there are groups, right? Groups in terms of different business, in terms of different social media, in terms of sales, anything professional related group on LinkedIn. Now the cool part is that on LinkedIn you can target groups that you are not admin in. On Facebook you cannot. On Facebook they just rolled out a feature saying you can start to create a customer audience based on your own group. If you're the admin, you can use these people as a customer audience, right? But you cannot choose another group to use their audience. Not that you cannot do. Why is that? Because that's too powerful. That's like next level targeting, because the group is really focused and also super engaging, which makes them the perfect ground to target anything. And the cool part is that the group already has a name, and the name usually is the keyword of your targeting, so it's a no-brainer. But you cannot do it yet, alright? But on Facebook, you can. No, sorry, excuse me. On LinkedIn, you can. You can target group that you are not an admin, and if I remember correctly, you can even target group that you're not in the group to begin. So next time you want to run a LinkedIn ads, just make sure you look deep into what I've just mentioned, the environment, the platform functionality, a few differences, a few advantages, and make your decision. But most importantly, you always have to take